Hi guys, this is Billy Maclellan. I'm in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm reporting for the MMA Show. You're probably wondering, where is Gary Alexander? Well, to make a long story short, I called him up and I said, Gary, I'm heading down to Boston and I'm going to have a camera with me. If you can set anything up, that'd be awesome. And he called Mark Delagottes down at Sityodtong, and this is what I got. I hope you like it. I had a ball doing it.
You know what? I thought it was going to be a real great fight. I just thought, really, I think everyone had the same opinion, was that BJ was going to finish it early. If he didn't finish early, that Joe would have the advantage going from the third round onward. I just think BJ really had the huge advantage in the hands, and I think you saw that. Really, his takedowns were coming off of his hands. He kept knocking Joe down. He had him rocked a bunch of times during the fight, and once again, BJ's submission were his hands. He rocked him. You know, I think Joe was cut up, he was beat up, and I think he was too tired to defend that choke, too beat up to defend that choke. And, you know, BJ's a monster, and he's just so well-rounded. And if you want to beat BJ Penn, you have to be as well-rounded as him, and you're going to have to come in shape. That's the main thing. You have to be able to weather that storm, and unfortunately, Joe wasn't able to do that. And BJ had a great fight. And at the highest levels, it's going to be the little things. Who can capitalize and who can't? And that night, it was BJ. I don't know what's going on with that. I think, you know, BJ's fired up and Shirk's fired up. They've been talking trash for a little while. And, you know, I think a lot of people at 155 were kind of mad at Shirk because, you know, here he was. He fought for the title. He beat me, you know, and he took a long time off, didn't defend the belt for a while. Then he fought. Then he got popped for steroids, didn't fight for a while. And here he is. He's coming right back. You know, he got his suspension reduced, and he's going right there, and he gets his shot right at the belt, right off the bat. Hermes Franca was found, was popped as well, and he has to sit out a year without making any money. And Shirk tested positive, and he got 6 months reduced out of his suspension. And I think a lot of people don't see that as fair. And, you know, anytime any athlete gets popped for using, there's always going to be that doubt. You know, did he really do it? All his fights that he had in the past, was he clean? Was he not clean? I think people know now that, you know, just because you test clean doesn't mean you're clean. You know, people can time their cycles, people can time this and do that, so they actually test clean. And, you know, I think the fans start to realize that, and I think they think that because Shirk tested positive, they're not a big fan of him. BJ is a clean fighter, and you know, I think he's got, you know, integrity in that regard. He's a clean fighter. And you know, I don't know what's going on. I think BJ's fired up. They've both been talking trash about each other, about you using steroids and you're doing this and you hit a cop or whatever BJ did. You know, it's stupid. But a lot of it, you know, it's good because they're hyping up their next fight. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that. And there's a lot of bad blood between those guys. And, you know, they're going to go out there and have a war. Don't do drugs, guys. Promise me, don't do drugs. No, you know, it's a weird thing. You know, there's a lot of guys out there who, you know, they look at baseball or football, and these guys are making me laugh. They're looking at baseball and football, and their heroes are, you know, whoever, you know, these guys, and if they end up using steroids, they're like, well, man, if my hero can use steroids, I can too, or whatever. And, you know, it can be a bad influence. The main thing is, it comes down to how much integrity, how much, you know, pride you have in yourself. And for me, this is the thing, why I don't use, for the main thing is, if I see a mountain, you know, I want to be the guy who said, you know what, I climbed that mountain myself. I had the heavy backpack. I went up there. I struggled through the cold, through the high altitude, and I freaking did it. You know, some other guys want to say, you know what, I climbed the mountain, but, you know, they took a helicopter, or, you know, they didn't have a bag with them, or someone helped them, you know, carry up the mountain. and they could still feel good about that. I don't think I could feel good about it. You know what I mean? Just, it's tough because there's always that struggle. You look around, you're like, man, my competitor's using, this other competitor's using, they're kicking ass, or maybe they even beat me. Man, now I got to do it. But I don't know. I think it's always been about, for me, it's always been about the challenge. I like climbing that mountain more than getting to the top right off the bat. Check out my website, kennyflorian.com, or my MySpace page, which is myspace.com/Kenflo. Hit me up over there. Check out the website. Got some good information on training, all that stuff. Check out Sityodtong.com. That's what we're training. We're training here in Somerville. We're training real hard. A lot of fighters over here getting ready for fights, and we got an unbelievable training environment over here, and a lot of big things. We're on a roll right now, and it's only going to get bigger and better for 2008 and beyond. And Sprawl, the best shorts in the business, just came out with some new shorts. Check them out before I take them all. NHBgear.com. You can get some of my videos. I got some new videos coming out. I got an MMA drills DVD coming up that's going to be sick. There's like 50 drills. A couple of these clowns are in it. You can check them out. And I got a basics instructional for MMA that's coming out soon too. It's in the works. We're trying to make it perfect for you guys so you understand what the heck's going on. So you don't have to, when someone has an arm lock, you don't have to say, punch him in the face, punch him in the face. Tortolot Solutions, Tough Guy Productions, Versa Climber. They're gonna scan me for a new UFC video game. That's cool. I'll be in the new UFC video game. So when I play, I can actually kick my own ass. April 2nd, main event, fight night. It's gonna be a sick card. Carl Parisian against Thiago Alves. Stephan Bonner against Matt Hamill. Clay Guida's going to be on the card. Frankie Edgar's going to be on the card. On the main event against Joe Lozon. We're going back to Colorado. First time in 13 years. We're going back to Colorado. I'm training hard. You're going to see some new tricks from me April 2nd. And thank you to all the fans for all the support. Cup.
I hope you liked it, guys. Look, if you're in the Boston area, go down and check out Sityodtong. They have a great facility down there, and they're really nice folks. I urge you to check them out. Thanks for your time. Take care. Hi guys, this is Billy Maclellan reporting for the MMA Show. Hi guys, this is Billy Maclellan for the... What did I just say? MMA Show, okay.